Paw'dCats Sports.
If you're not watching on YouTube, then you can't see Alex doing his little dance. But ayo to every Cat fan, all 73 and a half of them who are going to be listening to episode 9. What are we here to talk about today, Al?
Episode 10. We've hit double digits.
I think we got a gap in there. Episode
10.
3 hasn't been released yet.
10. 10.
This is number 10?
10.
10. We were just kids, Mox.
Yes, number 10. If you can't tell, we love Varsity Blues.
Yeah, it's a good movie. Classic. R.I.P. Paul Walker.
Yes.
I just need to apologize to everyone out there in the audience today, all 73 and a half of them. Apparently we don't run the 335 anymore, and I was just ranting about something we don't even do. Is that true?
Yeah, we run a 4-2, but it still seems like a 335. I feel like it's kind of like a merge between the two.
It feels like garbage either way. I mean, doesn't matter what defense you're running when we saw those stats we talked about the other night. But anyway, we're here to transition forward to Friday night, and we are playing the other Wildcats. Tell me about them, Al.
So, Wildcat Nation, welcome back to the Paw'dCats Podcast.
We're very, very excited you are here. Very, very, very.
Where lavender pride meets fierce energy and Friday Night Lights. Friday night. This week, it's a battle of the Big 12 Wildcats as Kansas State heads to Tucson to take on Arizona in a non-conference showdown that's got serious heat. Doesn't count towards the Big 12 team.
Did you say furious heat?
Serious heat.
Oh, which is, synonymous with furious. Hey, we're not playing Sparky, though, man, so...
True.
That Arizona Wildcat looks a little soft, to be honest. I'm looking at him at the bottom of the screen.
Looks a little sketchy.
Yeah, he looks a little thin in the chest. Like we could easily take him down. Not enough core strength.
I don't know. I still don't want to see him on the street. Looks like he's homeless.
Yeah, he's got sharp claws too. Razor blades in both hands. Paws. What is Arizona's Wildcat? What's that dude's name?
Wilbur.
Oh, Wilbur.
Yes.
Let's see. Wasn't that also the name of the pig in Charlotte's Web?
Yes.
Yeah, that was some pig, man.
I have no idea.
Hey, man, he got a blue ribbon. He survived. Spoiler alert.
That show. Not movie. That's a poem, isn't it? Song.
Templeton was the best character. He was the rat.
Not a movie or a song.
Probably a kid's book. They made it into a Disney movie. But it's a classic. Anyway, Wilbur the Wildcat. Can we beat him on Friday night? Let's break it down. Break down!
Fry, piggies, fry! Kickoff is set for 8 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. Mountain this Friday, September 12th at Arizona Stadium. You can watch it live on Fox. The announcer is going to be Jason Benetti, RGIII, and Alexa Landestoy.
I have strong opinions about the kid from Baylor, but I'll keep them to myself. 8 p.m., Big 12 After Dark. Love it.
Yep.
Did we have troubles on Big 12 After Dark last season?
We did. Against BYU. It was different.
Yeah.
Not on a Saturday. It's on a Friday.
Oh, yeah.
You can also tune in on Wildcats Radio, 1290 a.m., or the K-State Sports Network if you're just rolling audio.
Yeah, I like to tune in on TuneIn Radio app, 1015 K-Rock, not T95 like I mentioned last episode. That's Wichita. So apologies to K-Rock. Remarkably, they're still playing the same music they did in the late 90s and early 2000s on that channel. It's incredible. So I'm just wondering if they bought all the music and now they can just play it into infinity without paying any more royalties. Maybe that's what happened. So, but there's just some songs that have been repeated at least 200 million times.
They want to rock.
1015. But hey, Wyatt Vision and Stan the Man.
Do love me some Wyatt Vision.
I'll be tuning in and Walters after the game, of course, for all the post game Friday night from Tucson. But let's hop into it, man. What are we going to break down first here? What are we doing in segment 1?
So what we're going to talk about Avery Johnson. Arizona's defense hasn't allowed a touchdown. Turnover margin is crazy because Arizona leads the nation at +7.
Interesting.
And there's also a drone show at halftime.
At halftime.
Yes.
Wow, they're not waiting until after the game.
So bringing the spectacle, but can K-State bring the swagger?
That drone show, man. I guess that makes sense. I mean, because if you're going to lose, then you don't want to do the drone show after the game.
That is true.
Better do it at halftime.
Grab your purple. Lace up your pride. Let's break it all down. From hidden signatures to bold predictions, we've got the energy, the insight, and the hype.
We need to harness that just a little bit. Just pull back the reins a little bit.
We need a win like we need oxygen.
We do need a dub.
This is Benny. Over here.
Yeah, that's Al. Hey, I pointed the right way this time. You just got to do the opposite.
And I am the lavender legend, Al Laycat.
And
we are.
That legendary status. He's working on it.
We are the voice of the Flint Hills.
Are we the voice of the Flint Hills? I think God's
claiming
the voice of the Flint Hills, right?
We are.
Okay. I used to be, but I haven't been 20 years plus. Now I'm the voice of Funky Town, Texas. Fort Worth.
All right. So this isn't just a game, Benny. It's a reckoning in the desert. Kansas State's season is teetering, and Arizona's looking to bury us. Let's break it down.
Yeah, it's a reckoning. You're getting a little biblical on me there. Going to a revival or something. Let's break it down, man. Break down.
Segment 1. Turning the tide. Let's start with the big picture, Benny. What does Kansas State need to do mentally and emotionally to reset the season?
Well, we can't reset the season. This isn't Nintendo Entertainment System. So, you can't just lose 10 lives in Contra and go back to level 1. But
if we're 0, let's say we're 0-0.
It's a one-game season.
Season.
We talked about this on the previous episode. We need to, try to go at least 5-4 and make a bowl game, or it's a complete bust. And then, of course, it's 7-2 would get us probably closer to our average wins at 8-4. So I don't know if our ceiling's any higher than that. We'll see. It's possible to go 9-0, but it's not probable at this point.
9 for 9. I will take nothing less.
The 9-leg parlay. Bang, bang, bang. Bang, 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 bang. 9 times.
All right. Mentally and emotionally, we've been saying it. Fire. Need to see it. Got to see that fire. Got to see that passion. Got to look like we actually want to play the football game on Friday. The whole nation is going to be watching us again for the third time.
That's a fact.
Don't mess it up this time.
That is a fact. It's going to be there at 8 o'clock. We are up against, I think, New Mexico is playing at UCLA. Is that correct? At 9 o'clock Friday night. And then we have another Big 12 game. Colorado is playing for us at 6:30. Colorado and Houston. And that is a conference game. So that one's going to overlap with our time slot. And that's why we have 2 TVs.
Yep. I got 5.
Oh, he's got 5.
5. So, are we seeing signs of doubt with this team?
Yeah, it's all over social media, of course, but those are knee-jerk reactions. This is week, 3? And we're going to get a bye after this. So if we can somehow find a way to go to the desert and get this dub, then we can silence the critics and haters like ourselves for about 2 weeks until we get into the real serious play.
Yes, sir. Speaking of in 2 weeks, we do have that bye week after this game. So it seems like it's pretty well needed at this point because our guys have had a tough stretch here. And I think
go ahead.
I think the emotional leader in Avery has been doing well, keeping guys poised, probably being that voice in everybody's ear. Not that loud voice, but like, dude, just chill, stay calm, don't panic.
Yeah. Friday night, I lost my thought that I was about to interject with, so that's cool, man. It's cool. It's going to come back to me. It's going to happen. Just probably 5 minutes from now. So, anyway, emotionally, psychologically, just play free, play fun. I just remembered. It just came back to me. I got it. It's right here at the front of the center. We just need to, like I said, play free and play with joy and understand that this is a non-conference game. So, if we lose, do we really lose anything more than what we've already lost?
Our pride.
Yeah, and in my mind, the answer is no. So this is
Our
a great
power.
opportunity to get it back on track, and we should be able to build confidence if we do, because this team might be better than Iowa State. Maybe. But that remains to be seen. I'm talking about Arizona. Might be better than Iowa State. And they're definitely better than Army and North Dakota.
Before the game, these guys need to be in the locker room. I've got pride. I've got power. I'm a
Lavender.
badass mother who won't take no crap off of no one. I've got pride.
You got
Cool
Lavender.
runnings? No? Yeah.
Feel the rhythm. Feel the ride. Jump on in.
It's Wildcat time.
Yeah, cool runnings. I like it. Hey, cue that Wildcat. Nice. Yeah, he approves.
All right, so Avery Johnson. Are we going to use his full potential, or are we going to hold him back?
Well, from a practical perspective, it might be good to take a similar approach the first 3 games. I know that's not what we want to see, but this is a non-conference game. But we need to find a way to, integrate him more into the running game, obviously, especially with Dylan out. So, yeah, turn him loose, man. I hope he plays with that same kind of pride and passion he did there before he threw that pick, because it was looking like we were going to go down and pull another close game out with some heroics, and maybe we can do that for 4 quarters this time.
Yeah, I did hear some guys on one of the other podcasts saying that Jaden Daniels and Lamar Jackson, both the size and stature of Avery Johnson, around 200 pounds, 6'3", they're getting 10 to 17 carries a game. Now, I'm not comparing Avery, obviously, to those guys, but you would like to see those, around 10 carries.
Well, to be real, we are comparing them, but they're different people, obviously. They're different people with different tendencies and probably different strengths. There are some similarities, though.
Yes.
And how they should be utilized, and, of course, how they perform. But Avery's, he's got 6 touchdown passes. He has that 1 pick now, so he's not quite on pace for 30-0 anymore, but he's still on a decent pace. 64 for 98, 763 yards, and 65% completion on the season. So he's averaging 7.8 per catch, and he did have the long bomb of 65 yards. But I look for Avery to throw the ball many, many times, probably 40. What are your thoughts?
Air raid!
I
want to see him fry.
No, we want to see him cook. And
yes.
We don't want to see him get cooked.
I want to see Arizona fry in that desert heat.
Yeah, Avery's going to throw the ball 35 to 40 times in this game, assuming we can keep Noah Fifta off the field.
So speaking of this air raid and what we've done in the past for run the ball, do we even have an identity yet?
No, it's not. No, our identity as a team in 25 has not yet emerged, but we can see glimpses of what we're trying to be. That's still emerging, and
let's hope we piece it together and we can actually see some of that identity this Friday.
Hey man, if we're 1-10 going into Colorado at the end of the season, I'll be there. I don't care, even if it's 25 degrees. So it might be a crappy game, but hopefully we won't be 1-10. Hopefully it'll be the opposite. At around, 7-4, 8-3. We got a long way to go. 1 game at a time. Starts in Tucson.
Let's talk defense.
Mm-hmm.
Segment 2, defensive identity crisis.
Yeah, I am looking at Arizona's stats from last game.
Whew. Well, we'll get to that.
Well, yeah, we talked about the Cats' defense, we talked about Arizona's offense.
Gang tackling has been spotty. We're missing assignments. Are we going to see hesitation at the point of contact on Friday?
I don't think so. No, I don't think so. We might just, get a step too off and over pursue it and be like, oops. But we're not going to hesitate.
I don't know. Against Army, that Helms guy, man, just kept running down our throats. And then we have guys that are not getting over there to just complete the tackle. And that's what I'm talking about. We got the guy initially hitting him, and then 2 other guys just kind of, he's going to go down. Yeah. Get on him and just bring him down immediately.
Yeah, and if you're seeing that early in the game, that's frustrating. But yeah, when you're out there for however many plays we were, that's understandable. So, but that was last week. Now we've had a few days to let it digest, and it's tough to do that. But we're going to move forward and see if we can fix a lot of those problems quickly. Because we're going to have to. Noah Fifta went 17 for 22 last week. 5 tutties, no picks, 373. Now they're playing Weber State, but we played North Dakota. We did not put up numbers anywhere close to this like we should have. So only 22 passes, 373 yards. They rushed for 150. No back went over 9 carries. Ishmael Mahdi, I think is how you pronounce it, is their top back. 9 carries, 51 yards in the season, as long as 18. But their receivers, Javen Watley, 5 receptions, 168 yards. How are we going to stop that?
Not so fast, my Benny.
Oh, not so fast as this.
Quincy Craig against Hawaii had 7 carries for 125 yards rushing and a touchdown.
Okay, was he hurt?
I have no idea if he's hurt.
Only got 8 carries now in the season. Oh, no, wait, that was last week. My bad. I'm looking at the last week's game against Weber State, not the season stats.
So, they got Quincy Craig, played better against a better team, better opponent, Hawaii.
That Jenny's son?
I don't know. Ishmael Mahdi, though, 9 for 51. They did not do a good job rushing the ball against Weber State. Right. 150 as a team, which, that's better than what the Cats could do. So,
yeah, and Mahdi didn't have quite as good of a game, or Craig didn't have as good of a game. I think it's Mahdi. But yeah, Craig's the top back. You're right, and Mahdi will be getting 5 to 10 carries.
But looking at Arizona's passing, right? I think you mentioned that 373 for 5 TDs, but against Hawaii, 161 and 1 TD. So I think our defense is going to match up much better against Arizona this game. This would be a nice time to go back to that 3-3-5, right?
I don't know.
4-2-5. The 4-2 is fine. Get pressure on Noah Fifita and make him run the ball is what we need to do, and then
Fifita. My bad. Fifita, not Fifta.
Fifita, yeah. And hopefully we can get some sacks, get Toby out there in the backfield, get a few more sacks this game.
Yeah, they didn't have to throw the ball much last week, but probably, hopefully a little bit more this week. We'll have more opportunities for that.
Yeah, and this is going to be a game that's going to look completely different from the other ones because they are more of that air raid passing offense.
Yeah. Watley, too, is replacing McMillan as their top receiver, and he looks to be pretty solid. So they've just played 2 games, and he already has over 200 yards.
Yeah, he's meh. I mean, against Hawaii's defense, 38 yards receiving. It was last game where he had 168 and 2 touchdowns. So I don't know what Weber State's defense was doing, but they are probably god-awful.
And they have 14 receivers who have caught passes this season. 5 of them have only caught 1 pass, but they spread the ball around a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. And I this is a big test for our D-backs. It's going to be interesting to see if we have McIntosh out there. I'm hoping we see McAllister, but I haven't heard anything on McAllister. So we're going to need Zayshawn and Wesley Fair. Wesley Fair got to stay on his man. BJ Payne got to stay on his man. And then we're probably going to see Clemens out there as well, which, we'll see. We'll see what he has if McIntosh isn't in the game because this will be a real test for him. So if we can hold them to Hawaii held them to 161, man, there's no reason we shouldn't hold them up to under 200. It's what we need to do anyway.
Right. And I'm hoping we can put them in some third and difficult situations. Third and more than 5, maybe 10 or 15. Get a few more TFLs on early downs to set our defense up for more high probability of success on third and 4th down. Hopefully, we don't give them too many opportunities to go for it on 4th down like we did last week. So if they weren't making it on 3rd down, they're making it on 4th, and that's been a common theme that needs to be halted immediately.
Mm-hmm. But I think on 3rd and 4th down, these guys, I don't know. I just see us holding them more to the 3rd and longs because they're going to be willing to pass the ball a little more as long as our D-line is pretty sound this game. Then they're going to look to pass, and I think we can definitely get some stops this game that we did not see against Army because they were just run.
And like another way you can prevent a third and short or even a third down period is just force some turnovers. I'd like to see us win the turnover battle, this week, and see if we can go plus 2 or 3 in that. That'd go a long way to helping us get this victory, and we're probably going to need it.
Yeah. Do you think we're blitzing too much or not enough?
I didn't watch. Honestly, I'm kind of half-assed paying attention to some of these parts of these games. And I've got baseball going on over here and other things going on at the house, so I don't know enough to comment. And clearly, that's obvious, considering I was making comments about a 3-3-5 defense that apparently no longer exists. Maybe I was having flashbacks to bad times.
PTSD against the Army.
Yeah, I guess. Shell shock.
I don't think we were blitzing enough. Now, I think we may have blitzed too much in the North Dakota game because they kind of burned us.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if we blitz against Army, if that's going to help much. I think we need to stack the box and kind of just disguise some of those players blitzing, and then they pull back.
Right. Yeah, for sure. You can do that. And then you can also just, start your backers out a little bit closer to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
Especially the middle ones. They're 5-6 yards off sometimes. And that's not even in the box, barely. So, of course, it's going to be easy to run for 3 or 4 yards when your backers are 5 yards off the ball.
And you have 4 guys on the line against their 8 or 7.
Yeah.
Right, so.
We'll see if we can do a better job of that against Arizona. But you're right. It's going to be a whole different kind of scheme coming at us. One that's going to be more closely aligned with what we'll see in the Big 12, the rest of the Big 12 play.
Do you think who do you think is going to be our X factor on defense this game? Ready to have a breakout game?
Chitty.
Yeah. Bang bang.
Chitty. I haven't heard his name a lot. I want to hear Chitty's name.
I do like that. We haven't had an interception this season, have we? I don't think we have. If we did, we did against North Dakota. We should have had one against Iowa State, but I don't think we have an interception. And if we don't, that is pretty rare for Kansas State football teams, because normally we'd see 3 or 4 by now, if not at least a couple. So I would like to see Zayshawn Rich get an interception.
To interject, according to Google AI, which is probably in kindergarten at this point, this AI service, as of September 7th, 3 days ago, the Kansas State Wildcats have not recorded any interceptions. 0.
Yeah, so...
this thing's lied to me before. It said that USC beat us twice in 01 and 02.
I don't...
sourcing fake news sometimes.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen that, so I'm gonna go with Zayshawn Rich. I think he needs to have a breakout game. I think he's gonna get that fire, get that interception. So let's see it.
Is that 25? The homie 25?
Yeah, he might be 25. I'm not sure on his number.
Hey, let's get rich this weekend.
Nice, Zayshawn Rich.
Show me the money.
3.
Show me the cash. Let's get rich.
Segment 3, injury watch. Dylan Edwards, 50-50. Colby McAllister, we have no idea. Lincoln Cure, it's looking like from some sources that we could see him. How does that affect our game plan?
Yeah, definitely, because I think Tibbs is out, isn't he?
Bradley is out.
Oh, that's right. Bradley's going to be out, our wide receiver 3, basically, or 2 or 3, for several weeks, apparently. So, I don't know. We'll see. I hope that'd be a good way to plug that gap, but it remains to be seen.
Yeah,
we'll see him on the field. I think everybody would. Anytime you get one of these guys back, Fitzpatrick or, I don't know, Bradley eventually, or Cure, that's going to lift the team. That's going to give them a bit of juice. And hopefully as more of these guys start to get healthy and come back, hopefully that'll start to spiral in a very good way for us. So.
Yeah, I think that's only going to get the hype up, especially if he makes a big first catch. Lincoln Cure, if he's out there, that'd be awesome. If Dylan Edwards is there, that would be great, right? We want to see that explosiveness, that electricity. If he's not there, wait another week. I'm sure he'd be back for Big 12 play, but...
I doubt it. Yeah, he'll 2 weeks, man. Give him 2 more weeks.
Yeah, since we already have the bye week. But I do want to see, and I've said this, and I'll keep saying it, I want to see Devon, and I want to see more of him. The dude has not made any mistakes that we've seen on the field, and... if you are a kid that's younger like that hasn't made any mistakes, that has only done good while he's on the field, you got to give him that opportunity. That's just me.
Yeah. Rah, man. Let's see if we can get him out there and see what he's made of.
Show me what you're made of.
Got to get a chance. But hey, preparation, man. Hopefully they're prepared, because when you meet opportunity with preparation, they say that's luck. You make your own luck.
So I don't want to see us rush guys back too soon.
No.
But also at the same time, if these guys are ready to play, Austin Newsome, Gunnar Maldonado, especially Gunnar Maldonado, he was on Arizona last year.
Yeah.
He's going to want that. He's going to want to be on the field. So if they're ready to play and they say they're ready to play, put them on the field. Let's get them in.
Yeah, but players are going to say they're ready to play sometimes when they're not 100%. And this game in the long run at this point is, other than trying to get momentum back on track, this game is kind of meaningless in that respect. It's a non-conference game. We want everybody to be healthy come 2 weeks from now.
Yeah, it's meaningless on paper, right? But for the team's morale, it is far from meaningless.
Yeah, of course. That's what I'm getting at. To get this thing back on track and psychologically to get it fixed before you head into Big 12 play, it's very important. But in the grand scheme of things, if you're looking to win a Big 12 title, it doesn't matter. I mean, We're already 1-2. I mean, what's the difference between 1-2, 1-3 in non-con play? One loss.
Okay, let's move on to trenches and tension.
Mm-hmm.
O-line. We struggled. What's the fix this Friday?
Oh, boy. Well, hopefully we get to run more plays. That'd be nice. I don't know. You tell me. I'm not an offensive lineman. I'm a little guy.
We saw better things last week, so we gave Avery a little bit more time out there. So I think if we just see that, giving Avery time in the pocket to pass, we don't want to see him stepping up into that pocket with all that pressure. That's when he does the little dip and dunk over the top to the ground, almost to another receiver. Yeah. So and you don't need to give him a lot of time, right? You need to just give him 3 seconds. That's all he really needs to make his reads. If you give him 5, that's amazing, because then he's going to be throwing, I think, the ball on point. We saw that last week. Almost every pass he had was just a dime. So let's hoping he has that confidence and he's not getting stirred up if that D-line puts duress, the D-line puts duress on him.
Well, the Arizona defensive line must be halfway decent and competent. They do have, it looks like, 5 or 6 interceptions in just 2 games, 5. And I know they're playing some pretty weak opponents, but, I mean, you still have to go out and execute. Their leading tacklers are Tay Brown, the linebacker, and Dalton Johnson, a DB. They both have 12 in 2 games. So, and they do have a lot of assisted tackles, so maybe they're doing a better job of gang tackling than we are. And this is going to be a big challenge for the offensive line and for Avery. And, our backs to try to set the tone if they get opportunities and get us into some more manageable second, third down, short situations.
Yeah, I'm seeing Javion Cole with a sack, Jabari Mann with a sack, and then a few other guys with half
Chase
sack.
Kennedy's got 2, a linebacker.
Yeah, Chase Kennedy as well. So Chase Kennedy may be a guy we need to watch out for. I see.
3 of their 5 interceptions 3 of their 5 interceptions were returned over 20 yards, and 1 was returned for a touchdown by Javion Cole, a defensive back. So it's going to be hard for Avery, definitely, and that offensive line is going to be challenged. The whole offense.
Yeah, it looks like Javion Cole could be a pretty decent player for them. 6 tackles in that first game. Not as many in the second, but had that interception in the second game against Weber. So keep an eye on him, and then Dalton Johnson as well.
And as far as our offensive line is concerned, to circle back to your original question, I'm going to try to keep a closer eye on the tight angle this game and see what's going on in the trenches, because there's that tendency to focus on the skill players on both sides, but the tight angle will tell you what's happening, the true story.
So I'm thinking Arizona's defense is pretty fast and physical, but like we said, Hawaii and Weber State, they're playing. We need to neutralize their edge rushers. We need to establish the run early to slow down any kind of blitzes. That's such an important piece of our game, and it's just terrible that Dylan has been off the field for us because everybody knows this program is run, power football, and I think that's hurt us a lot more than we expected. And we need to throw some screens. We haven't really seen many screens.
Screens and play action.
Yeah.
Mesh guard.
Do some crazy stuff.
Mesh it up.
Yeah. That's what I love.
Option read. Maybe short side option, I formation.
Telling you, just do everything, man. Play action, RPO, QB draws, halfback draws, screens, like slants, mesh, whatever.
Do it all.
All of it.
Open it up.
2 tight end set with Lincoln Cure at wide receiver and Devon Rice at wide receiver with Sterling Lockett on one side too. Let's get it going. Do something. Get us excited.
Well, that's let's go ahead and move forward to the next segment on this.
All right, Wildcats versus Wildcats.
Yes, 2 kitties. A little cat fight down the desert.
All right, how do we handle tempo if Arizona goes hurry up?
How do we handle tempo? Arizona goes hurry up. What is that thing called where you get it's on the tip of my tongue where you trying to get the beat down in band class or
rhythm,
tapping your toe. Metronome. Yeah. Just turn the metronome off. Just turn that off.
Metronome off and just
turn off the metronome.
Go after the quarterback. That's what I'm thinking.
How do you slow down the tempo? Well,
you just kill the quarterback.
You turn him over. That's how.
Go after him.
You turn him over. And you make him run 1,000,000 plays to try to get in the end zone, so you have more opportunities to turn him over.
No. We don't want
not like
plays.
15 straight
That's
runs.
That's what Army did. Don't want to see that. That was a nightmare.
Against a team that passes a little bit more. And eventually one of those passes is going to end up in the hands of our defenders. We'll catch it this time.
I do agree. They are +7 in the turnover margin, and that leads the nation. So
it's critical.
I'm not seeing they've had 1 fumble from Quincy Craig. Doesn't look like any interceptions.
Yeah.
And no interceptions.
You just can't hang your head when they get you down to inside the red zone, because any of those plays before they score could be a game changer. And you see that so much. So don't get discouraged, mob.
Yeah, they had the 1 fumble,
but opportunity to turn them over.
They had the 1 fumble, but they didn't lose it. So +7 and Kansas State's -1. This is something that Kansas State has prided itself with their good teams over the years. Is that
us or somebody else.
Any good team doesn't matter. We don't want to be -1, man. That's terrible. If you want to win games, you got to win that turnover battle. And I can see this game turning into one of those like chaos games where there's a lot of turnovers, and we need to stay away from those turnovers as best as
it's a good indicator of your success, because it's both sides of the ball share that responsibility, and special teams. Wink, wink, middle front guy.
Arizona hasn't allowed a single
return. Fix it. Sorry.
No, you're good. Arizona hasn't.
Yeah. Tell Arizona. Tell us.
Arizona. They haven't allowed a single touchdown all season, so we got to be the first. Is Avery Johnson going to break that streak, Ben?
Well, if he doesn't, we're going to get shut out. Or maybe Louis will bail us out. Weber State scored 3 in the 4th quarter, so we can too. But, yeah, if he doesn't, it's going to be a long night, man. We got to put the ball in the end zone, of course. And I don't think 20 or 30 is going to get it done. It's going to need to be in the mid to upper 30s. Could be tough.
Yeah. Who do you think is our go-to guy on 3rd down?
No, it's got to be Jace. I mean, it has to be. He's our most proven receiver, and he's our leader in the receiver corps. So it has to be Jace or Garrett Oakley.
Right. I mean, the only reasonable guys would be Jace, Garrett Oakley, or just Avery himself. But Avery, I don't know. We'll see if Avery can open up some lanes and get a little more confidence running the ball, hitting some people. I mean, we talked about it. I just think that seed's been planted in his head.
Yeah. Got a self-fulfilling prophecy, man. Got to overcome that.
Yeah, he'll be all right. He's been playing great, so.
I agree. He's on an upward trajectory. Had a bad pass there on that drive where we were trying to win the game, but he's going to come back with a vengeance. And I think this game is the first one where we should take the over when we get. Are we almost there? We're gonna talk
Segment
about degenerate?
6, betting lines and bold
Oh,
predictions.
what a great segue.
So I think the line started out as Arizona -2.5, and now when I looked at it today, I saw Kansas State -1.5. So this is
Wow.
probably going to be a pick'em game. I don't know how we would be favored in any game
We shouldn't be.
right now, but you know, I said it last week. I'm not going to bet on K-State if they lose. So I'd probably go with, for me, I'd go with plus Arizona, probably +3.5.
Yeah, I'm never betting on the opposing team because that takes the joy out of it. So, as stupid as it sounds, I'm going to take K-State on the money line and take the over. Can you give us a number on the over/under?
Yeah, 54.5 is what I'm seeing.
Over. I think both teams are going to be in the 30s.
Yeah, if it's a game like we think with a lot of turnovers, it could get pretty crazy, and we could just see air raid all game. And to be honest, this may be one of those kind of games where it's just throw, a lot of yards, shootout or something.
One of them like early 2010s Big 12 games or
Well,
late 2000s.
If we can string together everything and actually play a good game, I think we blow them out by 30 points. But I'm going to say that every single week.
I would just be happy with a 1-point win at this point and 2 weeks to celebrate it. So I'm not going to get greedy on this one. I think it's going to be a close game in the 30s on both ends, but that's going to require the Cats to turn things around quick. I think we can do it.
What's your over under on Kansas State turnovers?
We might have a couple. I hope not. But the first number that popped in my head was 2.
Yeah, mine was like 1 or 2.
1.5.
I think 1. I can see like our wide receiver dropping, not securing the ball or something. Let's hope not.
You just took me back to the Auburn game in 2014.
Ugh.
We can see that right from Section 21 right in front of us in the South Shamrock No Fun Zone that day.
Do we?
Yeah, you're right. Got to secure the ball. Can't allow the DBs behind you in the zone to catch a deflection.
Do we trust our special teams this game to flip field position?
Well, you always do. Hopefully we get some opportunities to catch the ball with a little bit of space on punt return.
Yeah, that's the one thing we need. We only had that one punt return by Lockett, and he still had to like wiggle through a couple guys. So every time he's caught the ball, it's been fair catch.
He's smart. He's not going to try to force anything.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why he's on the field. And then Nuremberg, hopefully, can continue to build on his success last week. That was great to see after what happened against North Dakota.
Yeah, it was great to see.
There was a write-up on him, too. D. Scott. I saw that this morning.
Yeah? Nice. Yeah. So what's the score if Kansas State wins the turnover battle?
If we have 2 turnovers and they have 5.
Yes. Exactly.
42-21.
Nice. I like that.
But if it's like 2 and 2, I'm thinking, both in the 30s.
I could see
if we lose it again, we're going to get blown out. So
it goes like
by 2 or 3.
It goes like 3-0. I could see like 41-24. If it goes 2-2, like you said, it probably is a close game, more like the 28-ish late into the game. And then if they just we have 3 and they have 0, then it could get ugly.
Last year that we put up 42 against them at home, correct? Somewhere in the 40s. But I don't remember if they got to 20 or not. I can't remember.
It may have been 42-21. Check that real quick.
Yeah, I'll take a look and we'll wrap this up. But go ahead and take a look at that. But I'm taking the over on the points, and I'm going to take the Kansas State Wildcats.
So what's your final prediction?
I'm only betting 1 tractor, by the way, not the whole farm on that. So 1 tractor is my confidence level out of a possible 10 tractors.
What's your final score prediction?
Final score prediction: Kansas State 35, Arizona 33.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with my Arizona plus 3.5, and this is gonna be 31-28. And it's still gonna hit the over.
I like that.
And we did put up 31 last year. We won 31-7.
Oh, okay. I thought we put up more than that. I thought we put up 40 something.
It was only a one touchdown. We only had a one touchdown lead at halftime last year. Remember, Avery ran out of bounds with the time expiring.
Yeah, that's right, 31-7. I thought it was a bigger blowout than that, but hey, 31-7 still a blowout. That's 4 scores 1 year ago.
All right, and if we pull off this upset, last question: who's the MVP?
MVP
Yes.
of this game.
Yes, gotta be Avery, right?
AJ.
Yeah,
AJ.
I agree 100%.
It's you.
I could see, dude, if it gets into that shootout, then if he throws the ball like he was last week, and we actually have the ball on offense, 300, easy,
If
300
we can
yards.
get Jace up around 2, that'd be awesome. I saw Quincy Morgan go for 200 yards once.
Ooh.
That was elite. And it was against Nebraska.
But it also, I guess it also does matter that Bradley's out, so maybe Moyes or Sterling just breaks out for
give
over
him some
100.
chances. Yeah, he had one at Tulane last year, remember?
He's fast. He did have one wide open
He did
against
okay.
Tulane.
He's small. But he got a big heart. 5 of them.
Biggin.
5 of them.
All 5 hearts. Same with Lincoln Cure.
Well, that's our degenerate action for the week. One tractor, guys. Don't bet the whole farm, okay? It's just week 3 non-conference, so, save your riches for down the season. Save your rich is for down the season, down the line. But the homie 23, leave it on the field this week.
23. So that's it for tonight's pregame. Remember, 8 p.m. on Fox.
I'm ready.
Arizona sitting pretty at 2-0. K-State 1-2, searching for answers. The betting line is razor thin. Wildcats versus Wildcats. This game, not about the numbers, about identity.
And our identity is EMAW.
From the
Good
Flint
night,
Hills
fans. Good night.
to the desert sky. This one's for every fan who bleeds purple. Let's go get it.
Lavender power.
See ya.
Bye. 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 See ya. I love you.